All right, in this video, you're going to learn how to form questions using who, what, where, when, why, how much, and we're also going to add in there whose and which. So let's get started. So let's start with who and whose. And so in Spanish, who and whose uses the same word. So let's take a look at some examples of how we use it. It is quién, who. ¿Quién va? Who's going? ¿Quién va a ir? Who's going to go? ¿Quién es? Who is it? ¿Quiénes son? Who are they? ¿Quién es? And then you fill in the blank. So who is she, we'll say. ¿Quién es ella? Or ¿quiénes son? Fill in the blank again here if you want to say who are they. ¿Quiénes son ellos? Now this is when we bring in whose. De quién es. And notice you have de in front of quién. You need that to make it whose, right? De quién es. That's actually translating saying of whose is it. De quién es. De quién pertenece. And then you fill in the blank. So who does this thing belong to? De quién pertenece esa cosa. And then we have ¿quién habla? Who's speaking? Next up we have what and which. So que and cuál both can mean what. Usually que is used. Cuál is hardly ever used for what, but in some instances it can be. And which is always used as cuál. And then I want you to notice that the E and the A both have an accent over them. That's important because if they didn't have the accents, then they wouldn't carry the same meaning. They'd mean a totally different word. So it has to have the accent above the E and the A. So let's look at some examples. ¿Qué? What? ¿Qué haces? What are you doing? ¿Qué estás haciendo? Another way of saying what are you doing? ¿Qué quieres? What do you want? ¿Cuál quieres? In this case, which do you want? Or it's the same way you'd say which one do you want? ¿Cuál quieres? ¿Qué quieres hacer? What do you want to do? ¿Qué quieres hacer? ¿Qué te gustaría hacer? What would you like to do? That literally means what would it please you to do? So, ¿qué te gustaría hacer? ¿Qué hora es? What time is it? ¿A qué hora llegas? What time do you arrive? Literally it's saying at what time do you arrive? ¿A qué hora te vas? Or ¿a qué hora sales? What time do you leave? Notice that it is literally at what time do you leave? ¿Cuál es tu nombre? This is a scenario where cuál means what. So, ¿cuál es tu nombre? What is your name? ¿Cuál de los dos? Which of the two? Or I could even mean which one of the two. ¿Cuál? Which one? ¿Cuál es la fecha de hoy? What is the date? Or you could also say, ¿qué es la fecha de hoy? Normally you'll hear, ¿qué es la fecha de hoy? Now let's look at where. ¿De dónde eres? Where are you from? That's literally saying from where are you? ¿De dónde eres? Notice you'll see es and son in parentheses there. Those are just other forms of the verb. ¿De dónde vienes? Where are you coming from? ¿De dónde vienes? Or ¿de dónde viene? ¿De dónde vienen? Again, those are just another form of the verb venir, to come. ¿De dónde nos visitas? Where are you visiting us from? ¿De dónde nos visitas? ¿A dónde quieres ir? Where do you want to go? ¿A dónde quieres ir? ¿A dónde vas? Where are you going? Literally, to where are you going? Notice on those ¿a dónde? When you're asking where is someone going, it said the A goes right in front of it. ¿A dónde? That means to where are you going, right? ¿Dónde está? You fill in the blank. Where is the library? ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Next up is when. ¿Cuándo? When? ¿Cuándo vamos? When are we going? ¿Cuándo vas? When are you going? ¿Cuándo vienes? When are you coming? ¿Cuándo es el partido? When is the game? Now let's look at why. ¿Por qué? Why? ¿Por qué no? Why not? ¿Por qué quieres ir? Why do you want to go? ¿Por qué no quieres ir? Why don't you want to go? ¿Por qué haces eso? Why do you do that? ¿Por qué no haces eso? Why don't you do that? ¿Por qué quieres hacer eso? Why do you want to do that? All right, moving on to how. So como is how in Spanish, but it sometimes translates to the English what. So let's take a look at this. Another side note is it does require the accent over the O. You take the accent off of the O and it's a totally different word. So, ¿cómo se llama? What is your name? That's the formal way of saying it. And it literally means, how do you call yourself? It can also mean, if you're not asking somebody their name, what is it called? Or what do you call it? ¿Cómo te llamas? That's the informal way, right? What is your name? ¿Cómo se llaman? What is their name? Or what are they called? ¿Cómo? How? Or it can also mean what in some cases. ¿Cómo crees? How do you think? Or how do you believe? And finally, how much and how many. ¿Cuánto? How much? ¿Cuánto es? How much is it? ¿Cuánto cuesta? How much does it cost? ¿Cuántas personas? How many people, right? All it does when it goes plural, that then means how many instead of how much. So add the S to it and is how many. ¿Cuántas personas? ¿Cuántos días? How many days? ¿Cuántos hay? How many are there? ¿Cuántos vienen? How many are coming?